B. Will, I got Dave here, Colts fan. What'd you think about that performance by the Colts?
I think the Colts pulled it out. They struggled a little, but they came through at the end. Their best pass was their last pass.
Yeah. Good pass from Minshew to Pierce. Are you happy with Minshew? That's a backup quarterback, and he torches. They hung 31 on us.
You you got to watch him because he has good moments, and then he'll hold the ball, get sacked. He coughed it up, as you know, on the 20-yard line. So I think he's a top-tier backup quarterback, but I wouldn't call him a starter.
And y'all have a good starter, though. I ain't going to take nothing away from Anthony Richardson. Are you happy with Steichen? I think he called a pretty decent game today.
I'm really happy with Steichen. I think for what Steichen has to work with, he might be running the Coach of the Year award.
You're not the first one to say that. We had other Colts fans saying he might be Coach of the Year. What are your expectations for the rest of the year? Y'all on the up.
Well, I mean, we're 7-5 now. We don't play another team with a winning record.
Oh.
Yeah, if you look at that, I mean, we have some 500 teams coming up. We have the Bengals, but the Bengals lost their quarterback. And so I think it's going to be a reasonably easy walk to us for the playoffs. However, we're gonna face a real tough opponent if we get there.
Right. And this isn't to take anything away from y'all, but would you say that y'all are really built for the playoffs against those good teams? Because y'all scored 31 today, but our defense ain't the best.
Right. And I think our defense travels well. I think Buckner is underrated. I think he's Aaron Donald good. And I think our corners and our safeties are way better than last year. Yeah. I just think that maybe we're a year or two early. And I think if Richardson plays and we're not playing that track meet that we played today, we'll be a better team.
Right. To beat the teams like the Chiefs, y'all got to play defense, and y'all's defense played decent today.
I think the front seven are good. But they, like you said, they're not the consistency that some of the top tier teams like the Chiefs and some of those teams, we don't have that yet. But I think with Richardson, we could get there.
For sure. Expectations for the rest of the year for you?
I think that we need to be focused on just game to game. I think we're going to make the playoffs. But I think that Steichen's going to have to call a real good game to get past that top tier Patrick Mahomes teams.
Definitely. One last question. How do you feel about the AFC South in the future? It looks a lot better now than it did in the very beginning of the year.
I think the NFC South has become the AFC South. And I think the AFC South, I think with CJ Stroud and the Jags coming on, I think Trevor Lawrence is a generational talent. Yeah. And I think, like you said, the word's out on Anthony Richardson. If he could be that lightning in a bottle kind of player, the AFC South could contend.
Definitely. One last thing. I know I said I got one last question for you. Right. I want an objective opinion on Will Levis. I know we're really high on him in Nashville. What do you think from what you saw today with Will Levis and what you saw previously?
I think he has glimpses of brilliance, but I don't know that he's a top half starter. But, He's what has he played? 4 games, 5 games?
Yeah.
And I think he has D-Hop, and I'm not sure you have much around him. Right. And your offensive line is less than
they're shit.
They're shit. So, if I was in the draft, I wouldn't be as concerned. And you're going to get a decent pick. I wouldn't be concerned. You lost to Taylor Lewan as a big punch in the nose. And I think you got to build that offensive, you win in the trenches. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
And if you could build that offensive lineup, Will Levis may be your guy in the future. Who knows?
Definitely. I hope so. Thank you.